Now, this is a good one. In terms of tantric sex,
Mhm.
what is that? What is it? What are the benefits of it? How does it work?
Mhm. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, tantric sex is similar. It's being more present and taking more time. So let's go again into examples of extremes, right? The normal 9 to 5 person comes home, eats, is in front of the TV, and then maybe you have sex in front of the TV, or you fall asleep, or you just have sex like real quick in the evening or real quick in the morning because you have to get off to work. So, and then you're like, okay, whatever. So, tantric sex is about intention and taking time and honoring each other's body. So what am I doing when I honor your body? I'm not necessarily watching TV and have I don't know, Demolition Man going or some war some war movie going on, right? Because I want to be in the present. I want to enjoy the person, the body, the temple that's in front of me, and not only the body itself, but also the soul that comes with it, with all its colors, you know, from life and traumas and pains and joys and beautiful things. So it's paying more attention to who's with you, selecting better who you get involved with, and sharing more of yourself in a safer container. And now this is something is interesting because most women resonate with this more than men in the first moment when they hear that. It's like because we women love to be longer caressed, we need more foreplay in order to like have orgasmic experiences. So women naturally need more time to open up their body. So for men, you guys can like quickly get into it and quickly have fun, and that's just your physicality is just built different. But then it's interesting because if you really look into the sacred masculine, the man, most man, or actually every man, loves that as well. It's like when they really get more connected with their heart, it's like, wow, I do like to be touched and caressed longer. And I actually do like a woman that takes more time with me as well and looks at me and has sex with me and not just with whatever dude, So you do have the same needs. We all do have the same needs. Our physicality is built a little bit different, but when it comes to the heart-centered things and the heartfelt things, the soul-felt things, we both have the same needs. And so tantric sex is about that, seeing that and just taking more time and honoring the other person more. And usually women feel like they want to be more honored. But if a man really drops into his body, he's like, oh, God damn it, I also want to be more honored. So yeah, that's what tantric sex really is about.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely something that's a powerful thing for sure. I
Yeah.
think a lot of couples have a tough time with what you mentioned before, where they rush into it. They come home, they're tired, or they do a quick wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's over.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Hope you're satisfied.
And there's not much meaning. The foreplay's dead. The whole ordeal lasts a few minutes, if that,
Yeah.
and that's sad for a lot of people. So this brings people together in a much more sensual, slower, more intimate way. So I hear that. So how do people have the time for that? Because that would take, that's more of a process. So do you suggest building up to it, doing it once a week? Because doing that several nights a week, if you have a couple that's highly sexual and they have sex often, say they like to have sex at least 5 days a week, if not once a day, that tantric sex, if they're both very busy people, that whole thing can take 2 hours. It could be a long
Yeah.
process. So how do
Yeah.
you kind of hold on to it? You want to keep it going and be consistent with it, but you also don't want it to burn out where if you're doing it too much, it can lose its spice,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah, I would just say like find a good balance. I mean, there's nothing against quickies, Everybody loves quickie every now and then as well. So I think
Mhm.
like just having a good balance. It's kind of interesting because when people like hear that I work with Tantra, I think like every time I have sex, it's like that. No, it's not. Like I'm not gonna
Right.
have always 5 hour sex, It doesn't work like that. But
Right.
I think, yeah, finding a good balance, and then in that as well, again, like then even the quicker sex becomes more intimate. It's not just a business. It's not just like, okay,
That
whatever,
makes a
bye.
lot of sense.
Even
That
then,
makes a lot of sense.
it can be quick, but it can be so beautiful and so intense in that moment. You can just like open up this person, look into each other's eyes, and just do it like for 3 minutes, but it's so good, you know.
You've
Or
had that
you can
experience
just,
with
like,
them already. You've already
yeah,
experienced,
exactly.
yeah.
Because now you have already that soul connection, right? Or you can just, yeah, you can have the quick sex like in front of the TV, you know, and you know, in whatever doggy position, and nobody looks at each other, and you're like, okay, bye, that's it, you know. So it can be quick, and it still can be super beautiful, you know. So and I also think that when you practice this more, then you don't feel so disrespected, especially for women. Women tend to feel more disrespected. Although I have to say that also some men feel that they're just more suppressed in their emotions. Men also feel disrespected because some girls have like several dudes, or they're just like, or they cheat on them as well. You know, you guys also go through these things. It's just you don't really talk about it, and you're like, you know, you don't. For you, it's like easier to somehow live with that, you know, not bring it out emotionally. But yeah, just find a good balance. You don't have to do it every time.